Hey cuties, PeachY here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video we have some exciting Monster news to talk about. From the GRADY twins Skullector dolls getting an official re-release, we have a first real-life look, unboxed pictures of G3 Skelita, we have new potion minis, and more, so stay tuned, subscribe, and let's get into it. Okay, first we have to talk about these one-of-a-kind dolls that were made specifically for the recent Barbie Fan Club Mexico convention, and these are basically like Barbified versions of Rebecca, Claudine, and Cleo, but just again in Barbie versions. And wow, they look amazing. It's insane that we get these kinds of amazing dolls, obviously one of a kind, for conventions and stuff, which is always better than nothing. But then Mattel really, like, they make a choice to not give us any dolls like this mass produced for the masses. Like, just imagine if these dolls got released, and yes, perhaps they would be like $100, because realistically that would be the price point, but even so, I bet you they would sell out. First up, we have Cleo, and she was done up by @plastmook on Instagram, and wow, I mean, first of all, the face card does not disappoint. She looks amazing with the eye makeup. Love the dark lips as well. We have her hairstyle, which is just again the perfect blend of darker brown, a little bit of blonde, and of course just enough tinsel to give it that hint of glitter in the hair. It looks amazing. And then the hair, and then the outfit itself is also really well done. We have a really nice, like, almost like mini dress in gold with that kind of like bandage pattern. Then over that we have like this teal like sash kind of like wrapping around. We have like these bandages coming down from the arm sleeves. She also has like these like wraps coming up from the shoes, and then the object heels, and then just a little bit of a train in the back as well. Honestly, she looks amazing. Next we have Claudine, done by @Living in Plastic, and once again, face card does not decline. It just looks amazing with the little fangs as well, the makeup, the dark eyeshadow. I love the custom ears that kind of like were made for this doll. I'm not sure if it's like a headband or like hair clips attached, but either way, it just looks amazing and very seamless. The hair obviously looks great. Love that it's more of like a light brown with like almost like pastel lavender. It looks very similar to G3 Claudine's hair blend, and more and less than original Claudine's hair blend. So, because original Claudine's hair was just like brunette, you know, but here it's just like it's really light, and I love that. We have the fur like sleeves, we have like the top with the belt, the mini skirt with the layers underneath, we have the high boots. I mean, come on, I would kill for this doll. Like, she looks so good. I love her so much. Again, Live in Plastic, amazing work. If they sold her, again, she would do so well. She would sell out. She would be so popular. Any of these dolls would be so popular because they're just so amazing. But Live in Plastic also made Rebecca here, and I believe she was actually a prize. So there was a competition to see a contest, basically, of like who would have the best costume, best cosplay of the evening at the convention. And whoever won, I guess won Rebecca here. So I am very curious who ended up getting her, because it really does seem like, you know, for Cleo, Claudine, they did have a couple that were available to purchase at the convention. I believe that's how it worked. But for Rebecca, she was really the only one that they made. So I'm really jealous of anyone who was able to get her, or even just like any of Cleo and Claudine, because again, they're just all amazing. Rebecca here, love all the details. Like, she is swimming in details. Like, look at her design. I cannot even begin to tell you where to look, because it's all amazing goodness. I'm just hoping, like, fingers crossed, that Mattel one day they wake up and they give us something even remotely resembling any of this. Because I would immediately purchase any of these dolls, like, if they looked really like any of this. Like, this is just amazing, next level, show-stopping. And again, I'm hoping Mattel, are you hearing? Please, I think we can all say very confidently that if they ever put these dolls for sale, I'm pretty sure 9 out of 10 we would immediately be there and buy them. Moving on to G3 news. Yes, it seems that for those of you who purchased the Fang Vote Caddy Noir doll that was previously released back in March of this year, some of you apparently already got your emails notifying you that they have been shipped. So that is very exciting news. I am very curious to see how the packaging ended up looking like in person, and yeah, like how the doll ends up looking. So very exciting to see, and I bet you that before the end of the year, there will be probably like many unboxings of Next, we have a new stock photo of the Buried Secrets courtside Fang Out wave. Stock photo just of the packaging here. No stock photos yet of the dolls, but I'm pretty sure like inevitably by the end of November, we will have stock photos. They will be probably officially, released. I'm never really sure with G3 dolls and like when they're supposed to be released, because it seems like the release dates are just whenever it happens. That's the release date, whenever it happens. But yes, the packaging again just looks really nice. The artwork looks lovely. It is interesting. I noticed that Draculaura, in the past 2 waves, she has not been present. The characters that have been present every wave so far have been Claudine and Frankie. Those 2 have been the characters that have been always here in every wave. Draculaura, Cleo, yes, sometimes, and sometimes no. So Toralei and Gulia seem to be other 2 characters that have, recurring, appearances, and Gulia, and Twyla as well. Twyla, Gulia, Toralei. Those seem to be the other characters, and Laguna that sometimes, show up. So let's see what the lineup is for the 5th wave, which is concert themed, as we previously discussed. Next, we have a first look at the next 6th apparently wave of the Potions Crystal Ball little mini figure blind boxes line. I'm never sure what to call these, but basically it's a figures. Yay, we have more. And here we have Nefra as a new addition. We have a new Caddy, new Toralei, new Venus as well. Actually, all of these are brand new figures, new molds for the figures. Even Draculaura and Laguna, they have brand new molds with new poses and everything. So that's really exciting. They all look really adorable. Nefra obviously is going to be the popular one because this is her first appearance as a little minifigure, right? So very exciting. Venus has an afro, looks very cute. Caddy as well looks really cute. And Toralei. Next up, this is exciting. Thanks to at ZWB521_ on Instagram, we have first real life looks at G3 Skelita unboxed, and ironically enough, the unboxed doll that we have in these pictures, she's always like fully nude, no clothing, even no hair rooting. I guess the user like fully removed all the hair. Maybe for customization, we don't know. Maybe they actually got this Skelita that we don't see with clothing on. Maybe she's from AliExpress, or like, girl, we really don't know. There's many ways to get dolls, right? So you really never know. Maybe she's like a custom, or again, but this is Skelita's new body type, and it's interesting because it's almost like a see-through plastic for like the lower half, but inside of the plastic that's see-through, we can see like the rest of her like spine and the skeleton and like the other skeleton, like the bones, and I'm not sure what they're all called, but like you can see all of that. But then the upper portion with the ribs, that is like fully its own thing. So yeah, interesting like new body type here. It's not fully like skeleton, it's half also like see-through plastic to kind of still keep the shape of the original of the new G3 body type that we most dolls have, unless they're curvy or skinny or tall or whatever. But this is very interesting. So I think the body type is very similar to Cleo's body type or Spectra's. The height seems to be similar to Frankie's height. And yeah, she looks great. I mean, I really want to see like her, we do get to see her like in the packaging, in the background, but I hope we get like a full review soon from someone, because I still cannot get her. The listing doesn't work for me yet. So, but yeah, this is a good sign. Obviously, that means that hopefully by December, she will be more available. But yeah, Skelita looks really good here. And lastly, yes, exciting news, as we now know what the November 13th Mattel Creations drop is. it is the re-release of the GRADY twins. Previously, we kind of thought that perhaps it could be Stranger Things related, but nope. This is actually just as good, if not even better news, because yeah, the GRADY twins are now officially getting a re-release on Mattel Creations. Yes, again, on November 13th is the sale for members first, and then a day after, November 14th is going to be widely available for the masses. So there's a couple of questions here. Firstly, for me, like, I'm not sure how much it's gonna cost. How much was the original 2-pack? I think the original 2-pack probably was around 60, 70, right? Probably, I don't think was more, because, due to inflation now, things are also more expensive. So back then, I think it was less. But let's see. So the price point to me is going to be a big factor determining if I get these. But then also, the whole question of the packaging. Is the packaging going to be different? Is there going to be any kind of update to the dolls themselves? Perhaps the quality of the dresses. Would that be improved as with the original GRADY twins? Apparently the dresses were really papery feeling and not the best quality. So let's see if there's any changes here with the dolls themselves, or what they include accessory wise, or perhaps even again the packaging. Maybe they will update the packaging design to fit more like the newer packaging for Skullector boxes, where they're split down the middle, and then you kind of like pry the different sides off. That's basically what the packaging is now. But back then, the packaging was kind of different. So let's see. But yeah, I'm excited. I obviously don't have these. They came way before I started collecting Skullectors. I was just not interested, really. I don't know why. But when the original twins got released, or Pennywise, I was aware it was happening and it was a big thing. But to me, I still haven't seen The Shining, so I don't actually have an emotional connection to the movie or these characters, the twins. But now I feel like, having seen how much they go for, and just purely how sought after and how popular they are in most circles, like, would it be fun to have them? Yeah, obviously, but like, if they're too expensive, again, I don't need them. So if it was Pennywise, okay, then I would be more intrigued, because even though I don't think Pennywise is like the best Skullector ever, I don't think that's the case. I like her more design-wise than the twins. The twins are fine, like design-wise. They are very simple. You're getting the same doll twice, basically, just the expression is a bit different. So yeah, they're cute. I would like to get them if they're not too expensive, but will I make it like a point to have to get them? No, because I've survived so far without them and I'm okay. Like, I never really wanted to get them, but like, if I can, okay. you know what I mean? Like, because they're so hard to get, like, it would be nice to have them now, but whatever. I guess it's more of like a FOMO thing, right? But what do you think? Do you have the originals? If not, are you like me, where you're not sure? Or are you like, really, you want to get them no matter what? Because some people really, they wanted to get them since the first day, but they sold out so quickly, and due to bots and the scalpers and stuff, it really just it backfired. So, but let's see how this re-release goes. Hopefully they have enough stock. Yeah, fingers crossed this goes better, and also fingers crossed that if there's ever a anniversary, for Pennywise, that they could also re-release Pennywise for an anniversary soon. And that does it for today's little Monster High news update. But what do you think? Let me know down below, and I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like, a share, comment, a subscribe, hit the notification bell, and please consider becoming a channel member today. Link to join is down below if you're able to. Of course, no pressure, become an official cutie, but also so you don't miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the doll tea you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time stay peachy. Kisses.